Tails.
We'll hammer them out.
Yeah.
And we'll get them to Congress. We'll see what we can't get shaken.
We need to move on.
All right, Steve.
Time for some more serious news. The fact that this is the Senate's largest presidential candidate class in 20 years is showing. John McCain has missed 1 out of every 3 votes since January and has a rapidly decreasing attendance record. Senators Chris Dodd, Sam Brownback, and Joe Biden also have missed a large amount of sessions. Candidates Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton, however, have both missed just 3 votes, which is not unusual for a senator not in the middle of a presidential campaign.
I have an easy answer to this.
Yep.
Just know what the Senate needs?
What?
Pop quizzes. How else do you get people to attend? Pop quizzes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I like that. What you're doing, I see what you're doing. You're taking a college strategy, bringing it into the workplace.
Mm-hmm.
What better place to start than Congress itself?
You know, these slackers, they're like, I already know this material.
Might I
have a vote on whether I should approve abortion. Well, I've never voted on that before. I only vote on it like every 5 seconds.
You know, I almost thought I was in Congress.
Yeah, me too. Let's talk just like John McCain.
That was really weird. I must point out, what an interesting campaign.
Get out of my ranch.
Thank you, John. I must point out that's an interesting campaign.
We need more troops.
All right, John. I've had enough from you.
You've worn out your welcome.
Oh.
I need to dye my hair. Turkey blonde.
Anyway, John McCain.
I request a son.
Interesting campaign strategy to give a speech saying he wasn't planning on getting out of Iraq anytime soon, and while he's giving that speech, misses all the important votes concerning the war in Iraq.
Well, they're probably voting on whether to decrease your pay or not.
Yeah, it's just something stupid like that.
Yeah.
Like, you haven't voted on something.
To give myself less money.
You haven't voted on something that has to do with Iraq. Let's just throw something out there. Pay. Okay. Yes, I vote yes.
Should we give troops an extra tank or 2?
Well, that's the thing too. I mean, you don't. Once you get elected to the Senate, you don't have to actually be there. I mean, it's kind of just like a status thing.
Yeah, you can write. You just walk around. You have an office with a nice big plaque on the door. You know, if you're Tony Palmieri, you probably have 4 or 5 pictures of your face on there.
Right.
But you don't have to do it. The job of a senator is to look like something. To walk around with a big smile on your face and wave at people. That's all you have to do.
A nice suit.
Yeah, nice shoes, nice posture.
I mean, you don't do anything important as a senator. What are you gonna do?
All those votes get vetoed anyway.
Oh, I want to make some laws. Well, yeah, like we need more laws.
Yeah.
No laws get passed anymore.
Yeah. And they take like 30 years.
I'm going to open a bill and we'll put somebody else in there, make it sound funny.
Yeah, I'm going to attach a writer to this as a joke because I think everybody will get a kick out of it. Then they forget that they put the writer on it.
We're going to tax the rich to make some more money. We're going to tax the poor so they can get paid, see.
Those are all valid points. I think Congress discusses those issues with that tone of voice every day.
I always love taxing the poor because they get really annoyed, so they stop spending their money.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Apparently, I don't know. Apparently, Aaryn, that has some humor in it.
Well, I mean, they can't pay taxes, and
right?
They can't get taxed. What benefit? It's like saying to a guy who has like no skill at making like swords.
Right.
And you hire him to make swords. Why would you do that? Do you want a good sword or not?
Yeah, do you want the money or do you not want it?
Yeah, if I make a sword that's like more dull than a tomato, and it'd be like, oh, I'm gonna cut someone, and then it just like poke someone. Doesn't do anything.
Hey, Steve.
That's one hell of an analogy we just heard there.
Hey, Steve.
Yes. Yeah, James.
Middle class.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't exist.
Swordsmen. Sword makers.
I get it.
Yeah, their swords have an edge to it, so it can cut through things.
That is a very interesting analogy.
The sword of a poor man is circular and round and has no edges. The sword of the rich is
double-edged.
Double-edged, yes. It
is
a
double-edged sword.
Double-edged sword, if you will.
It is really big. It has a very prestigious handle, and it's never used. It just hangs on over the banister. It just hangs there. It looks pretty. It doesn't do anything. It just walks around.
So what can we gather here? That the middle class is a double-edged sword?
No, the middle class is a single-edged sword, but it's still pretty sharp on the one side that it is edged.
Yeah.
The poor have no edges, and the rich have two edges.
So it's like a pseudo double-edged sword then?
Yeah.
It's interesting that we're actually still discussing this.
Yeah, that is interesting.
It's been like 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah.
We've been talking about the middle class.
But I think the point is that if you want to increase the attendance in Senate, you have to tax the poor, because then they will not be voted back. So people who actually want to represent the voters will not attend, and they will not pass laws, and the Senate will be overthrown, and there will be no attendance, and therefore no problem, because there's no Senate to attend, because it's been overthrown because of all not the minorities, but the poor.
I think I'm not a political-ologist, right? Yeah. Which I think we can gather what that means at this point. I believe Aaryn just incited anarchy.
Did he?
I think so.
Yeah. Well, if you're taxing the people who can't pay taxes, they're not gonna have any money.
Yeah, I think we discussed this like 6 minutes ago, in depth, and I think you just bring it up again.
Well, I think that's the main point.
Fair enough. Which begs the question, Steve.
Right?
What else have we got?
We have more politics.
All right.
John Edwards yesterday worked an early morning shift at a New York nursing home. Edwards showed up to work at 5 a.m. and helped to dress, shave, and deliver breakfast to the elderly residents. The former senator said that it was an important opportunity for a candidate to understand how difficult these types of jobs are.
Yeah.
I gotta say,
Was he in the oncology unit?
I don't know.
Was he,
I don't have the information in front of me.
yeah. Was he shaking hands with all the oncologists?
I think that's on the same page as the barometric pressure.
Page. Yeah.
I think it's interesting.
I bet he only served the people who had cancer.
I wonder who was taxed with the duty of finding that kind of alternative photo op. Public relations opportunity for John Edwards to shave Grandpa's back.
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah, well, I think he's still reeling from the fact that he came out as pro-cancer.
He's trying to, it's a demographic out there of people who have cancer. And he's trying to, shake hands and touch that demographic. And what better place to explore this area than a hospital setting?
Well, he came out as pro-cancer, and people with cancer probably weren't too happy about that. They're saying, well, I have cancer, and I don't like it. It's not fun. And now he's doing a little cleanup work,
Yeah, he's serving them food. Everyone loves food.
Like, oh, he's giving me food. I guess my cancer isn't really that bad. I can still vote for John Edwards.
Yeah. Maybe Edwards will tell my cancer to go away.
Food overrides cancer.
The way to a man's heart is through his belly.
You're just gonna spout out a bunch of cliche phrases over there, Aaryn?
The way to get a man to stop thinking about how much cancer he has is to feed him.
I don't think there's any arguing that.
If I had cancer, if somebody gave me some food, I'd be like, what cancer? I don't remember I had cancer, because now I have food. I'm thinking about that.
The only problem with John Edwards is he probably fed him food that came from a uranium field.
Probably, just to incite more cancer,
Yeah.
since he's so pro-cancer.
Yeah, I think Edwards, if you want, I know you're pro-cancer, okay? I mean,
Right, yeah, that's a given.
I'm sorry. But what kind of political strategy is it? I mean, your voters, wait, now that I think about it, it's brilliant, because everyone who is anti-pro-cancer will probably be gone in 5 years.
I'm sorry, did you just say anti-pro-cancer?